hello to our gold participants from around the world. I'm Fiona Langsharp, IBCLC Public Relations Manager and MC for Gold Learning. Well, I have the pleasure of chatting with Heidi Lam today, and she's going to be speaking at our upcoming Gold Lactation Conference 2017. And she's going to be speaking about breastfeeding in Hong Kong and traditional Chinese wisdom on confinement practices. Welcome, Heidi. It's lovely to have you here today.
Hi. Hi, everyone.
So Heidi, I have some questions for you, and I want you to just share a little bit about yourself. So perhaps you could introduce yourself to our listening audience today and tell them what you do in your practice in Hong Kong.
Hi, everyone. I'm Heidi, and I am from Hong Kong. I'm a Chinese in Hong Kong, and I'm a private practice lactation consultant here. And I'm also a lactation leader in Hong Kong. So I have two daughters, which I breastfeed for quite a long time, and they are now becomes big now. Okay, so and in my daily practice, I usually do home visits to clients, and sometimes I do breastfeeding classes and also have some breastfeeding talks in Hong Kong. That is the major job that I do, and I do it in a part-time basis.
Oh, that's wonderful, Heidi. Well, it was so lovely to hear from you that you're a Lactation leader, and that is very close to my heart. I was also a Lactation leader for 20 years in my hometown,
Wow.
and it's a wonderful way to connect with the women and provide, great peer-to-peer support. So it's wonderful to hear that you are doing this. So
Yeah.
Heidi, perhaps you can tell me a little bit about the topic that you're going to be presenting on and why it has been so important to you.
Yes, I will be talking about breastfeeding in Hong Kong. That would be a general understanding about the situation in Hong Kong. And then I think about what else that would be interested to other people around the world. And I choose to select to talk about our traditional practices, that is the confinement practices. Because in Hong Kong, we have different people. We have many Chinese people, but there are also other foreigners here. And when I meet other mothers in other cultures, they will find it quite strange or quite a new concept when I talk about that we mothers usually stay at home after we give birth, and I talk about like that. So I think that may be something that will interest other people in the world.
I certainly think so. I'm very interested to hear about the confinement practices, because I think that they have been in many practices throughout the world, originally in time, but a lot of the culture has shifted. And so women are expected to be, up and moving much sooner, I think, than they ever were originally historically. So this will be wonderful to hear. Not only what has been practiced, but perhaps even what is being practiced currently where you are. So that's I'm really looking forward to hearing more, Heidi. Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah. Yeah, and indeed, even if it's a long time history thing, but it is still applicable to the modern world. Yeah.
Yeah, I think more so. I think more so today because we're seeing. I think there's many things that are being revealed, I think, now about women postpartum, and we're talking more about postpartum depression and how the mother is impacted. Breastfeeding rates are changing. There's more demand, I think, from the mothers. They want to be able to breastfeed longer. So I think all of these things, it's almost like a full circle moment, that we can see more of these traditions come back and utilize them in our culture today.
Right. Yeah.
It's very good. Very good. So lastly, Heidi, before I let you go today, perhaps you could share a little bit about what you're really looking forward to sharing with our delegates.
I hope that by showing our Chinese wisdoms about the confinement practices, I hope that other people around the world can and can get some benefit. Even though they would not do the same thing as what we do, but some of the practices they can get something. They can benefit themselves so that they can think about whether something that can is a good thing or not to help them. And ultimately, I hope that people, the mothers around the world, can breastfeed happier and then longer.
Yeah, absolutely. That would be wonderful. Well, thank you so much, Heidi, for sitting down and sharing some of your experiences that you have in Hong Kong and a little bit about what's coming up at the Gold Lactation Online Conference. We'll look forward to hearing your presentation at the conference, and you can check out all the times for the presentations on our website at www.goldlactation.com. Thank you again, Heidi, and thank you to our listening audience. Bye-bye for now, everyone.